Recorded Books presents a Lone Star audio production. The Farthest Home is in an Empire of Fire. A Tejano Elegy by Phillip Santos. This unabridged recording is narrated by Jonathan Davis and directed by Erica Jensen. This book is copyrighted 2010 by Phillip Santos. This recording is copyrighted 2010 by Recorded Books, producer and publisher of Lone Star Audio, celebrating the work of great writers from Texas. The author opens with the following quote from the Book of Prophecies by Christopher Columbus, written in 1501. The prophets wrote about the future as if it were the past, and about the past as if it were yet to happen, and similarly with the present. Sometimes they spoke figuratively, other times more realistically, and on occasion quite literally. One says more or less than another, or expresses it in a better way. And now, The Farthest Home is in an Empire of Fire.
Chapter 1. Las Entradas. 1. Proemia for the curious and benevolent reader. This is a story that took place long ago in a homeland far from where I live today, in a land whose first forgotten names were never meant to be written down. I can't name them now. Perhaps no one can. It's an American story that began in La Otra America, before Jamestown or Plymouth Rock, but it could have been anywhere in the world. Anywhere at the farthest edge of an unimagined country, where people unknown to each other first meet. This was Nueva España, Nuevo Santander, Mexico, and Texas. Along with many other South Texans, I am a descendant of the people of this forgotten tale, but nothing of their lives was ever told to me by my elders. Only a few of their names survive. Nonetheless, centuries on in the tale, their story has come to me for telling. Their lost story of a lost world, of ancestors who believed they were creating a new world in the age of prophecy's end, the glorious triumph of their ancient traditions. They left behind a landscape of prophecy's ruins, weathered limestone dwellings, missions, abandoned villages, forgotten archives. Exquisitely drawn maps and long histories of that world are hidden in libraries or secreted away deep within unplumbed family troves. But many have tattered over time, others turned to dust. Moreover, from the time when the first fleeting chronicles of this world were being written, it was already passing away. At its birth, this world was already more than half overtaken by oblivion. It was first approached by the sea in 1519, when a fleet of 4 barks captained by Alonso Alvarez de Pineda traced the coastline of what came to be known as the Seno Mexicano, today's Gulf Coast, drawing a Portolani map as they set out from the tip of Florida, following the coast all the way to the Rio Panuco, named on an earlier expedition, south of present-day Tampico. Nearby, to the north, Alvarez de Pineda and his mariners had seen a great river, its mouth flanked on both sides by palm forests, so they called it Rio de las Palmas. Upstream they'd encountered Indians, but didn't make contact with them, only exchanging fitful first glances across worlds, across the river that would later come to be known as Rio Bravo, or the Rio Grande del Norte. Today we know it simply as the Rio Grande. Looking north beyond the great river that runs through this landscape, low rolling hills were scattered across the horizon, purple with morning blooming ceniza sage. Inland to the south, there was a land of inhospitably jagged, pewter-colored mountains that descended to the sprawling river plains. The heat was unforgiving. To arrive there over land from farther south, you had to leave everything behind, cross a vast terracotta desert and a cordon of soaring peaks, carrying with you whatever would be needed to survive. Later attempts to settle the region in 1523 were quickly abandoned when the land was found to be hard to cultivate. bedraggled.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?